Hey YouTube, this is ArceusLord13 again, and I am back with my On This Day in History series. I knew that I had to do today's video now, as I can only do it once every 4 years. And despite this being the rarest day, there's a surprising number of important events. As always, the information was gathered from the website onthisday.com, and this is far from an extensive list. The link will be down in the description if you want to check it out. Our first event occurred on February 29th, 1504. Christopher Columbus used a lunar eclipse to frighten hostile Jamaican natives. 1962 saw the first accusations of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials with Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and Tituba. And remember, if you've seen yesterday's video, you remember how I briefly discussed the Swedish calendar? Well, in a weird twist, in 1719, February 29th in Sweden was followed by February 30th to abolish the Swedish calendar and return to the old style. I have no idea what the Swedish calendar is or why they made their own separate calendar, but whatever. On February 29, 1832, Charles Darwin walked through the tropical forests of Bahia in Brazil. In 1904, Theodore Roosevelt appointed a 7-man Panama Canal Commission to proceed with its construction. 32 years later, his cousin, Franklin D. Roosevelt, signed the Second Neutrality Act. U.S. President Eisenhower announced he would seek a second term in 1956. In 1960, JFK made the missile gap the presidential campaign issue. Meanwhile, the first Playboy Club opened in Chicago. Our final event occurred on February 29th, 1988, with New York Mayor it's a risky name. New York Mayor Koch calling Reagan a wimp in the war on drugs. And by the way, congrats to drugs for winning the war on drugs. But if your birthday is today, happy birthday. You share a birthday with John Philip Holland, the father of the modern submarine, and the American rapper Ja Rule. That's all for today's video. A short video, as you might expect, but be sure to check back for tomorrow's. I will see you all then.